full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. On your next breath, go ahead and set an intention or dedication for today's practice. Seal your intention on your heart. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. Stay right in your Shavasana pose on your back. Go ahead and take another full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more full round of breath. Then when you're ready, I want you to either pull your knee in towards your body and take your knee to the outside of your body. So not inside for a twist, outside to open up your hips. Or if you can reach your toe, you can grab your toe and take your leg out to the side. If when you reach your toe, your knee is bent a lot and you're coming over like this, I'd rather you just tap the inside of your knee and take it over to not strain anything in your legs. So we're really just looking for that abductor, that inner thigh, stretch and opening, full breath in, full breath out. Take one more inhale, open. Exhale, bring your knee or your toe back to center, send it high, nice and slow, lower it all the way down to your mat. Take a full round of breath. Pull your left knee in. So either left knee to 90, tapping the inside, or if you have the flexibility in your leg, you can grab your big toe or your foot and take it out to the left. Again, if there's any struggle in keeping your legs straight, I'd rather you just tap your hand to the inside of your knee and open. So we're going to be working plank poses as our pose of the month for November. And today we're going to work on some forearm planks, and mostly forearm planks, but also a side plank. We'll work our way up to our planks though, as we normally do. Take one more inhale to open. Exhale, bring your knee or your leg back to center. Send your leg high if your knee was bent and slowly lower it all the way down. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's take a small half boat to engage our core. So lift your heart and chest, arms by your sides, and then lift your legs up. Keeping this small since it's the beginning of our practice. So we haven't worked our core yet. So I just want you to wake that core up. Take one more inhale, lift. Exhale, release all the way down. Full round of breath. Let's take one more half boat. Lift your heart and chest, fingertips reaching forward. Lift your legs. Keep that low belly engaged. Take a full round of breath. Release all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to come into a full boat. So you can sit up first if you'd like. I find it easier for me if I sit up, and then you can reach your arms. You can keep your knees bent and then sit back a little bit. Option to straighten your legs. But again, it's still early in our practice. We're just waking up that core. Take one more inhale. Lift your heart and chest in your boat. Exhale, bring your knees back in. You can lay back if you'd like for a moment, and then slowly rock and roll yourself all the way up to seated. Cross your legs, send them behind you. Come up for your first down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Take two more breaths in your dog, pedaling out your feet or your hips, just waking up the back of your legs. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, lift your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, reach arms back. Sweep arms forward and up for a chair pose. Hips settle down as you feel that core engagement. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, come forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, reach forward and up, high crescent lunge. Find that reach through your arms and your fingers, but relax your shoulders down. Sink your hips a little lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release hands down, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's move through a mindful vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. You can always drop your knees on this first one as you lower down to a low push-up. Come forward to a cobra or an upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, curl your knee to your nose, dome and round your spine. Inhale, send your right leg up. Exhale, step it through. As you look forward, roll your shoulders back. Feel that long spine again. Step forward and fold. Lift to your flat back. Fold forward, bend your knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward to a strong chair. Maybe sinking your hips a little lower than your first chair. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Find that rhythm of your breath. Inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, reach forward and up, high crescent lunge. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down, step back, down dog. Big inhale, big exhale. Let's move through a slow vinyasa. Forward to your high plank. Lower down to your low push-up. Come forward for cobra or upward facing. Return to your downward facing dog. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Roll your shoulders back, lift your heart and chest, look forward. Step forward and fold. Inhale, find that flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Come back up to your chair, make it strong, make it powerful. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, come forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arms sweep back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Take a breath to reach. Plant your back foot. Open up to your warrior two. Find a strong warrior. Front knee stacked over your ankle. Use that inner thigh just like we did in the beginning of practice to press it out towards your pinky toe. Press your knee out towards your pinky toe. Now flip your front palm. Reach up and back, revolve. Front knee stays nice and strong as you find that side body reach, that side body stretch. Inhale, reach a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge. Right hand planted, left hand to your knee, your hip, or you can reach up. If you're reaching, reach a little higher. If you're not reaching, find more of a twist. Even if you're reaching, find that twist. Top arm down, step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Move through your vinyasa. You can always stay in a dog. You can take what I call a half vinyasa, which is just a high plank and a hover, and then up to a down dog. We'll meet in our dog. Lift your right leg high. Curl your knee to your nose, dome and round. Send your right leg up. Hover your right knee into your right elbow and pause. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, place it through. Option to pop your back leg up for the mini standing split as you step forward and fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Coming to that familiar chair, sweep forward and up. Now bend your knees a little more and sink a little lower. Let's come into eagle from our chair, taking your right arm under your left. Pick your right leg up, wrap it over your left. Just staying in our eagle today. For the last couple weeks, we took a crouching eagle and warrior three. We're gonna stay in foundation today. So find that lift through your upper body. Then find that settling, that sinking in your standing leg. Option to wrap your right foot around your left leg if you can. If not, just let it hang out or use it as a kickstand. Take one more breath in your eagle. On your next inhale, unravel, spring out, reach up. Coming right in. Let's dip forward and down and fold. Lift your flat back. Step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up. High crescent lunge. Full round of breath. Plant your back foot. Open up to your warrior two. Strong legs. Strong arms reaching forward and back. Strong core, pulling in and lifting your upper body up through the crown of your head. Now flip your front palm. Reach up and back. Revolve. Sink into your front knee a little more. Reach back a little more. Cartwheel down, twisted lunge, left hand planted, right hand to your knee, your hip, or reaching. Find reach or find some twist. Press your back heel back. Take your top arm down, step back, down, dog. Big breath in, send your heels towards the ground. Big breath out, send your upper body through your arms. Your choice, move through vinyasa, or you can stay in a down dog. Meeting in our dog, lift your left leg high. Curl your knee to your nose, dome and round. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your left elbow and pause. Send your left leg high. Place it through to your lunge. Option to pop your back leg up, mini standing split as you step forward and fold. Lift to your flat back. Fold forward, bend your knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up, back to your chair. Now sink a little lower. Coming into your eagle, left arm under right. Pick your left leg up, wrap it over your right. Now find some lift in your heart and chest, in your upper body. Then find some settling in your standing leg. These look good, you guys. Just take one more breath in your eagle. Settle in. Make a tiny adjustment. Unravel. Spring out. Reach up. Come forward and down. Fold. Lift your flat back. Step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, back to our crescent. Just take one inhale to reach. On your exhale, plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. Now we're gonna add dynamic movement to our warrior two. So on your inhale, reach back a little deeper. Exhale, come forward and down to a side angle, so top arm reaches. Inhale, up and back, revolve. Front knee stays bent. Exhale, come back to a side angle, reach. Moving on your own breath, you don't have to be with me. Inhaling, reaching back. Exhaling, coming forward, side angle. Take one more set, revolve your warrior, really reach. Come forward and down to the side angle and hold. Take a full round of breath. Grab a couple options in your side angle. You can stay here. You can come to a bent knee triangle, reaching high. You can take your top arm to your back for a half bind. You can reach through and take a full bind. We're gonna hold for about 3 or 4 breaths. So if the full bind is too much, I don't want you to take it. Just take the half bind if you feel struggle in your body. We never want to cause suffering or struggling, especially in yoga practice. Take one more breath wherever you are. Reach tall, reach forward, or find that twist in your bind. Come back to the bent knee triangle, top arm reaching. Straighten your front leg and come into a straight leg triangle. Left arm down, right arm up. If you have a block, you can place it on the inside or outside of your left foot for leverage. Now again, in your straight leg triangle, you can take some options. You can take your top arm in a half bind. You can reach your bottom arm forward, find some length. You can reach both arms forward if you'd like. Just see what works for you. Take one more breath in your variation. Come back to the foundational pose, straight leg triangle. We're gonna come into a half moon, so it's your choice. You can come back to the bent knee triangle. You can come in from a straight leg triangle. You can use a block. Place your hand or the block in front of you and lift your back leg up. Option to start with your top hand on your hip. I should have said that first, for stability. We worked half moon a lot last month if you've been working with me. So just feel that half moon. Take one more breath. Now drop your top hip. We're coming into a warrior 3. You can bring your hands to heart center. And reach arms back, airplane arms. I won't hold you here too long. Now reach your arms forward and then release them down to the standing split. Right leg lifts. Full breath in, full breath out. From the standing split, step yourself back to a lunge. Step back, high plank. Move through your vinyasa from here, or you can come right up to the down dog and lock it out. Always your choice. From your down dog, lift your right leg high. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So both hands inside your foot. We're coming into a lizard lunge. So you can come down to forearms. You can rest your forearms on a block. You can tap your back knee down. If you tap your back knee, you can use your right hand to press your right knee out, opening your hip a little bit more. Take one more breath in your lizard. Slowly bring your knee back in. Come back just to forearms. And then step your foot back for a forearm plank. Hold your forearm plank. And then press into hands. Come up to a regular plank. Come back down to a forearm plank. So you really need to work your core and stabilize through your shoulders here. Come back to a high plank. Inhale down to forearm. Exhale up to high plank. Take one more set. Release down to the forearm plank. Step back up to the regular plank. And then your choice. You can take a side forearm plank, coming back to forearms. We're going to leave our left arm down and our right arm lifts. Or you can come into a side plank on your hand. From your side plank, you can take a tree plank. You can reach for a toe grab. Reach for your inside knee. If you were able to grab your foot in the beginning of our practice for that opening, I want you to try it in the plank. It's a very similar pose, similar body shape, just for when we're on our backs. I know I'm talking too long. Take one more breath to lift up. Release yourself back down. Your choice. You can come to a regular down dog or a dolphin down dog on your forearms. Full breath in, full breath out. If you took the forearm down dog, press back up into your hands. Everyone lift your right leg high. Squeeze it through to a regular lunge. On your inhale, reach arms back. On your exhale, shift weight into your right foot to bring your left leg forward and up to 90. Let's come into a standing twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Now you can tap your inside knee. You can again reach for your foot or your big toe and kick it forward. But I want you to take your gaze backward. So I want you to try to peek at that back thumb. That's where you're gonna feel shaky. That's where you're gonna learn balance. Take one more breath. Bring yourself back up. Arms reach up, left knee's at 90. Let's come right into our dancers on our left side. Right arm stays high, left arm and foot come back to meet. Take a breath, make sure you're steady through your right leg. And from that steady place, hinge forward. You can reach forward. You can take a hinge from your hips. You can keep your top arm lifted. Take one more breath in your dancers. Slowly bring your knees back in. Release your foot. Backstroke and windmill your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. On your inhale, ground down through your feet. Exhale, find some legs through the crown of your head. Inhale, reach up. You can add a tiny back bend. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, arms sweep back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Reach. Plant your back foot. Open up to your warrior two. Flip your front palm. Reach up and back, revolve. Use that muscle memory to find the reach that you left on your first side. And then reach a little deeper. Let's add that dynamic movement. Stay where you are. Inhale, reach back further. Exhale, come forward and down, side angle. Try to do this with control. Inhale, up and back, reach. Exhale, side angle. Moving on breath. Inhale, up and back, reach. Keep that front knee strong. Exhale, come back to your side angle. Just one more. Reach up and back on your inhale. Come forward on your exhale. Reach through your side angle. Hold. Your choice. You can take a bent knee triangle. You can stay in the side angle. You can flip your top palm and take a half bind, or you can reach through for the full bind. If you're taking a bind, use your core and spin that top shoulder up. Then peek up past your shoulder up towards the ceiling. In any variation, really press into your forearm if it's on your front leg. Make sure you're not collapsing in your right shoulder. Take one more breath. Reach your top arm back up, bent knee triangle. Straighten your front leg, come into a straight leg triangle. Right arm down, left arm up. Again, your choice and variation. A half bind, a reach forward, maybe reach both arms forward. You can always just stay in your regular straight leg triangle. Take one more breath. Come back to your straight leg triangle. Make your way into your half moon, either from a bent knee triangle or from a straight leg triangle. Lift your back leg up by pressing into your front leg. Flex your back foot. Now from your half moon, drop your top hip down towards the floor. Bring your hands to heart center. And then reach arms back. Warrior three. Tough transition. You really need that ankle strength. Then reach arms forward, keeping that back leg floating. Release down to the standing split. Full breath in, full breath out. Step your left foot back to a lunge. Step your right foot back to a high plank. Move through your vinyasa from your high plank. Lift your hips to a dog. You can stay in your dog. Meeting in our down dog. Lift your left leg high. Place it to the outside of your left hand. Coming into our lizard lunge. Again, you can drop your back knee. You can come down to forearms. You can bring forearms to a block if you have one. You can open up your left hip and press your knee out if your back knee is down. Take one more breath in your lizard. Bring it back in and come back to forearms. Press through your back foot to lift your back knee if it was down. Now staying on forearms, step your left leg back. Now inhale, press into forearms. Exhale, press into hands, lift back up to a high plank. Inhale, forearm plank. Exhale, high plank. Inhale to forearms. Exhale to high. Take one more set. And then you choose. You can stay in forearms for your side plank. You can take a regular side plank. Maybe reach for the toe grab or the tree plank. These look awesome, everyone. Take one more breath, ground down, lift your hips. Release your top arm down. Your choice. You can press up to a forearm down dog or a dolphin down dog. Or you can press up to a regular down dog. If you are on your forearms, press into your hands and lift yourself up to the down dog. Everyone lift your left leg high. Place it through to your regular lunge. Reach your arms back. Now, as you shift weight into your left foot, send your right leg forward, right knee to 90. Taking our standing twist, left arm forward, right arm back. You can tap your knee. You can grab your foot or your big toe for a kick out forward. Wherever your leg is, take your gaze back to your back thumb. Awesome job, everybody. Just take one more breath. Peek back. Slowly come forward, right knee at 90, arms reach up. Taking dancers on our right side, right arm comes back as your right foot and leg reach back. Find the grounding in your standing leg. When you're ready, kick into your dancer's pose. Find your dancers, just one more breath. Slowly bring your knees back in, tap them at the top, release your foot, backstroke or windmill your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Hanging in a forward fold this time. You can hide elbows behind your knee crease, fingertips facing down. You can step on your hands with the front or the back of your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to make that chest to thigh connection. And then lift your hips up. Let your head hang. You can shake your head yes or shake your head no. Just find some movement in your neck. Tip a little more weight forward into the balls of your feet. Send your hips up. Unravel your forward fold just halfway. Fingertips can tap in front of your feet, or you can bring hands to heart center. Coming into a yogi squat, send your knees out towards your toes and sink your hips down. Let your elbows catch inside your knees. We're gonna take about 5 breaths here, and you have a few breaths to play. So you can stay in this yogi squat, trying to find a long spine and working your inner thighs. You can release your hands down to come into an arm balance, a crow or a crane. Or if you have an inversion in your practice, you can take a headstand or handstand. You can always use a wall for any of those poses. You can use your block if you have one. If none of these options work for you today, we're eventually going to meet in a down dog. So you can always make your way there early and walk it out. Nice crow, Carla. Take one more breath to fly, to lift, to play. When you're ready. And with no rush, step, walk, or jump yourself back to the dog. You can always meet us there later if you're still in an inversion. Take 2 or 3 breaths, pedal out your legs, pedal out your heels, maybe take your hips side to side, wag your dog. Meeting in our down dog, lift your right leg high. Take your right toes over to the left, fan open your hips. So getting a nice hip opener here. You can flex your foot or roll out your ankle. Bring your right leg back to center. Step it through for a lunge. Coming into our pigeon, drop your left knee down. Walk your right foot across your mat. Release your right knee down and walk your left toes back. Press into hands, lift your heart and chest. You can peek back at your toes. You can place your hand on your hip, your left hand on your left hip and bring it forward. And then slowly come down. So I'm giving you a restorative pigeon here to kind of regroup, come back to your breathing. Planks are always a challenging workout for our body. Our balancing series was a little challenging there too. So just bring it all back in. Back to your breath. Not placing any judgment on your practice, on your body, not even on your thoughts, whatever thoughts are bubbling up. Just recognize them, let them pass by, and come back to your breathing. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take one more breath in your pigeon. See if you can relax a part of your body. Send it a little closer towards your mat. Start to walk yourself back up into your hands. Take a peek up towards the ceiling and lift your heart and chest. Then roll onto your right glute, release it to the floor, and bring your left leg forward for a seated head to knee. Send your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Reach your arms up and turn to the left. Just a slight turn towards your foot, and then bring yourself all the way down. Bend your knee if you need to tap your forehead to your knee. So some of us are more flexible than others. We can reach our foot easily. If that's not you, just find that bend. You have the option to add a twist. So bringing your right hand to the outside of your left foot. You can take your left arm behind you for an outward twist, or you can bring your left arm into your right knee for an inward twist. If you took a twist, come back to center. Reach past your left toes. Use your arms to lift you up. Take your right arm behind you, coming into a mini wild thing. Press into your arm and roll onto your right leg. Lift your hips and reach back. Release yourself back down towards the floor. Now slide your left foot straight in front of you. We're coming into a spinal twist. Take your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Place your right arm behind you. Reach your left arm up. Wrap it around or bring it to the outside of your knee for leverage. And twist from your center, from your spine. Sit up a little taller, peek past your shoulder. Unravel yourself forward and send both legs long. Take a mini staff pose, press your hands by your sides, lift your hips. Now we're gonna work backwards. So coming into our spinal twist again, right leg forward, left foot to the outside of your right knee, left arm behind, right arm reaches up. Right elbow to the outside of your foot, or you can hug it in. Just use that back arm for support. So not much weight on that back hand. Weight should be in your center, in your torso. Twist and peek back. Unravel forward. Send both legs long. Take another mini staff pose to neutralize. Lift your hips. Take your right foot to the corner of your mat. Left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Seated head to knee. Reach arms up. Turn towards your right foot and come down. Again, you can add a twist either direction. If you took the twist, come back to center. Reach past your right toes. Lift yourself back up. Coming into your mini wild thing, left arm back. Roll onto your left leg, lift your hips, and reach back. And release yourself back down. Send your right leg back, coming into our pigeon on our left side. So you might need to fidget a little, kind of scooch your hips where they need to be. If this transition doesn't work for you, you can come back to a down dog and then come in the same way we did on our other side. Come back to that lunge and then release down. Make your way into your pigeon and come back to that nice, neutral, focused, concentric breathing. And we want you to remember that you have your breath in your toolbox always. It's always there for you, especially if this next week gets stressful or there's any triggers currently in your life. Set a timer for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds. Just take nice deep breaths. Slow down your nervous system, slow down your heart rate. Be present. Find your breath and use it when you need to. Take one more full round of breath. Start to press yourself back up into hands. Take that peek up, lift your heart and chest. Tuck your right toes behind you, send your left leg high. Fan open your hip on your left side, left toes over to the right. Try to keep your shoulders squared towards the front of the room, so I could tell mine weren't squared anymore. And then lift your hip from there. Roll out your ankle, flex your foot. Lift your left leg back to center and release it down. Let's slowly pedal out our heels. So starting with your left heel, send it towards your mat, bend your right knee a lot, or you can stack your right foot behind your left leg. Now switch it out, right heel down, left knee's bent, or left foot behind your right calf or ankle. Bring both feet back to center in your down dog, heels down, upper body through your arms. Roll forward to a high plank, just hold for a moment. And then I want you to slightly roll your spine, dome your spine, almost like you would in like a cat-cow or a rabbit, but holding your plank. Just feeling different parts of your spine, of your core. Come back to neutral in your high plank. Lift your hips, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands, like all the way back on your mat. We're coming right into our Shavasana, but if there's another pose you need, you can take it. If you'd like a double knee to chest, a happy baby, maybe another twist to either side. But if you're ready, go ahead and let your feet fall out. Palms face up. I will bring you out of Shavasana with 3 rings of the bell as I normally do. So just let yourself fully relax into your mat. Oh, that got really dark. I'll turn my light back on. Just enjoy your final resting pose. Take a moment right here to recognize how your body feels. Hopefully calm, relaxed, and restored. Take this feeling and store it somewhere in your mind, in the back of your mind. And just remember that you can recall this feeling anytime you like, with breath, with body awareness, with stillness. Start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, bringing awareness back to your body. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Show yourself some gratitude and thank yourself for making it to your mat this Monday. Reach your right or left arm back, whichever feels more natural, and roll onto that side using your arm as a pillow. Falling into fetal position, our position of new beginnings. Recall your intention or dedication from the beginning of your practice. Maybe set a new one to take you through the rest of your day or even the rest of your week. Use your hands to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center, keeping eyes closed or glancing down at your fingertips. Tuck your chin slightly. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together and saying namaste or thank you. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful practice. Happy Monday. Hi. Have a great week.
You.
If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Or if anybody has a pose they'd like to see. All right. Bye, everyone.